Hey everyone, Jennifer Shlomovich here. Happy New Year. I hope the rest of your 2023 went well. It's been a few weeks since I've posted any content in here. It's been very busy with work, and I am excited to get back to creating more content for this channel. I am actually going to be starting a new structure for this channel. We'll be starting next week, which will be, I'm recording this right now on January 2nd. I plan on posting this on January 3rd. And so starting next week on which will be January 9th, Tuesday, I'm going to start a new format for my channel. So on Tuesdays, I'm going to have Topic Tuesday, which will be when I share some type of personal development content or share an interview. I really love talking to other vegans and other business owners and coaches, and just hearing other people's stories, whether it's their story on their vegan journey or just other life stories. I learn so much from when other people share, and I want to create a space for people to share their knowledge. And so hopefully you get some benefit from these interviews as well. I know I certainly do. I've enjoyed the guests that I've had on so far. I'm going to have some interviews lined up for this month that I'm really excited about, and I look forward to sharing with you all. And yeah, so starting on the Tuesday, January 8th, we'll start my new format where Tuesdays will be Topic Tuesday and Fridays are going to be Food Friday. And on Food Friday, I'm going to be sharing recipes or something food related, but I want to create more food videos. If there's any recipes you would like me to create on this channel, I would love to hear your suggestions. So please feel free to share any recipes you'd like to see me make in the comments below, as well as any topics you would like me to cover on Topic Tuesday. As a confidence coach, I love sharing tools and teachings that can help others eliminate people-pleasing behavior and build confidence, and help. I really love helping others stand in their power. And so by combining my passions, being confidence and veganism, I want to make sure I share tools that not only help others be confident vegans, but just confidently being who they are, whatever that might be, whether that's a career, a business, something you've always wanted to do, someplace you always wanted to live, whatever that is. I want to share supportive content for that as well. And so if there's anything you would like me to answer, any questions you'd like me to answer, or any specific topics you'd like me to cover, or if there are any types of guests that you would like me to have, who would you like me to interview? Are there any specific topics that you would like me to cover? Are you someone who would like to be interviewed on my channel to share your story? I'd love to have you come on as well. So I'm really excited about having this new structure for my channel, and we'll see how that goes for the year of 2024. 2023 has definitely been an interesting year of transition for me, with just a lot of different stuff. I've shared some of it on my channel before. My dad passed away at the end of 2022. So there was a lot to process and sort out then. My son went away to college, we moved. And so, yeah, it was a big year of transition. And towards the end of 2023, October, which is when I rebranded this channel to The Confident Vegan, I really felt like I started to get more clarity and direction and focus on what it is I want to create in my life, both personally and professionally. And I recently came across a really great exercise that I wanted to share with you all today, because I feel like it's so important to, well, what I've learned the hard way is it's really hard to create something, whether it's a business or some other goal you want in your life, unless it's really hard to create those things and create, fulfillment and happiness. It's really hard to do those things when you're really not sure what it is you want, or you think you might know what you want, but there might be things you might be overlooking or things you don't want to look at because you're afraid of how others might judge you. And so this exercise, let me just pull it up here. I'm going to read off of my notes. So I recently, it was last week, I discovered this coach, Graham Cochran, and he's a business coach, and I was listening to one of his little mini webinars, and it really was very inspirational and eye-opening for me. So this exercise is about our dreams, and the first step is getting clear on your dreams. And as adults, a lot of times we shut ourselves down with dreaming, right? We feel like maybe it's stupid, or we shouldn't want certain things. How are other people going to judge us for wanting these things? And it shuts a part of ourselves down. It shuts a part of this authenticity that's trying to bubble out, and we're shutting it down. We're stifling that part of ourselves. And when we don't give that part of ourselves true freedom, it can create discontent. And so this exercise, the part one of this exercise is dreaming, where you list 50 things you dream of having, doing, or being. So it can be anything like grabbing coffee with an old friend, learning a new language, buying something you always wanted, traveling somewhere, going to a concert, seeing a movie that's been on your list. Like, it could be something big, simple, and everything in between. And I really had a lot of fun with it. And by the time I finished, it took me some time, because it takes time to list 50 things, but it was a lot of fun. And when I couldn't think of something, I would just set it down, go about my day, and then I would think of some other things. And it took me about 2 days to complete, but it was because I was busy doing other stuff. So, but I had a lot of fun thinking about it and not judging myself. So giving yourself that judgment-free space to just dream, and if the sky's the limit and there was nothing in your way, what 50 things would you want to have or do or be? And then after you list those 50 things, then you circle your top 10. And it doesn't have to be in any particular order. Just circle the top 10 of those 50 items. And then step 3, after you circle the top 10, is thinking about why you want each of these things. And then write it out. So you're not putting down your why from a place of like you need to justify it to somebody or justify it to yourself. It's just honesty. It's just coming from an honest, authentic place. Like, why do you want this? Like, maybe it's a new purse or a new car or a vacation, right? And you just want to have that experience, or you just like that car or you just like that purse. It sometimes doesn't have to be anything complicated at all. So just, yeah, or it could be a more lengthy answer. I'm trying to think of an example right now with mine, but just trust yourself and don't overthink, and just put down what you're feeling, and don't judge yourself. Don't should yourself like, oh, I shouldn't want this or I should want that. We should ourselves all the time, especially as adults. And this is your space to play, have fun, no shoulding, no judging. Write down your 50 things in a journal or a notebook, or type it out wherever you feel you can write it out, and it'll be enjoyable for you. circle your top 10, and then ask yourself why you want each of those things, and write it out. And while I did this, it was a great learning experience. I learned more about myself. I got more clarity about myself. We think we know who we are. and when we dig a little deeper and we do an intentional exercise like this, we can really learn about ourselves. And I felt more connected afterwards and more clear, which is the point of this exercise. Excuse me, I need a drink. And then the last part of this is think about what you can do this year to make your dreams come true. And then think about what you could do in the next 3 years. So what are things, create a 3-year plan. A 3-year plan, as he was talking about, this is Graham Cochran. He was talking about how a 3-year plan is like a good sweet spot, because 3 years is still close to who we are right now, versus a 10-year plan where we could go through a lot of evolutions and the things we start working on may not resonate. So 3 years is a space where, obviously we can get a lot done in a year, but why push and pile on too much? It can be overwhelming. So think of the things you want within 3 years, and then go backwards. Like, what are the things that you need? What are things that you could do this year that could help you achieve that top 10? And then what are the things you could do in year 2? And what are things you could do in year 3? And by creating this intentional plan, it's gonna help you stay on track, and it's a good stepping stone. So it's hard to plan a vacation if you don't know the destination, right? If you want to travel somewhere on vacation, you can't book a flight, you can't book a hotel, you can't book the activities, you can't do any of that stuff until you know where you're going. And so that really falls in anything we do in life. And I'm getting tongue-tied here. Yeah, just if you feel called to do this exercise, then I'd like to invite you to try it out and be curious and learn about yourself. You might be pleasantly surprised. And yeah, so anyway, I figured while I made my little announcement about my format for my channel that I'm gonna kick off starting next week, I figured a great way to start the new year was to share this exercise with you. And after you do this exercise, if you would like to share your experience down in the comments below, that'd be great. I'd like to see how this exercise was helpful for you, and maybe it'll help other people who are also thinking about doing it. And if you feel like you need a little more support, you can feel free to send me an email. I'll leave my contact information in the notes below, as well as the link to Graham Cochran's website in case you are interested in checking out any of his content. He has a podcast, and I think he has a YouTube channel. I haven't had a chance to check those out yet. But anyway, just what I listened to last week really inspired me, and I really resonate with his teachings. So I just wanted to share all of that with you today. So I hope your 2024 is off to a good start, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. All right, take care. Bye for now.